In the past year, ultra-portable notebook PCs have gotten a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, and they have more battery power.
Yes.
So what we did is we just got 5 in for our labs to review. We wanted to bring them in, show you our favorites, but there was 2 requirements for these laptops. One, they had to be under 4 pounds.
Okay.
And the second one is they had to be ultra-portable. Now, what I mean by that is I don't want a whole bunch of extra dongles and garbage to carry around with me. I want to be able to close it.
We don't like dongles here.
Every time I say dongles, the audience laughs.
Well, it's a weird word, dongle.
It is a little weird.
Dongle.
I just want to be able to close it and throw it in my backpack, though. You know what I mean?
I
There's
agree.
always all this
Concur.
extra stuff. So let's start off with the Sony Vaio, the TR series.
Wow, that is a
this,
small laptop.
It's a tiny little laptop. Now, let me get into Windows here. One thing I definitely have to show you.
That looks like a brother word processor.
What
Doesn't it?
No.
Looks like the old brother word processor.
It does a little bit.
It does.
One thing that you can't see here is that the display, the screen itself, it's widescreen. So this aspect ratio of this is actually a widescreen display.
And it's crystal clear.
It's crystal clear. It's got one of the best screens that we reviewed. Has built-in Wi-Fi, USB, FireWire, and a webcam. Take a look at the top right here. This little guy, little tiny webcam right there. So you can do your video conferencing. Watch when you hit the little record button there. It launches the application, and it actually has a really good quality webcam. Now, we got to say...
The screen looks completely black.
Yeah, it does. It does look dark here. We should have plugged it into the adapter. But
whatever.
One thing here that we have to say about it, it was our #1 pick. Almost 4 hours of battery life. 3.11 pounds, but they're discontinuing this model. I don't know why they sent us.
Why would they send us a model?
I don't know, but it was a great laptop, but they're getting rid of it, so you're going to have a hard time finding it. From $2,100 to $3,000. $3,000 is the way we tested it. Built-in DVD burner, which is really freaking cool.
Oh, no, that's good. So go get one if you can.
Yes, if you can. Try and configure it on the web, though. You can get it down in price. You don't want to spend $3 grand. It's a little pricey. Next one, the Fujitsu P7000.
This is gorgeous.
This is great. This is also widescreen.
Look at that screen.
Now, it's the fastest of the bunch. It also has a big 60-gigabyte hard drive. Now, this would have won the entire competition. The only problem is that the keyboard. Now, the keys are great, but if you take a look at the comma and the period, they're little tiny. And look at my hand covers the entire keyboard there. A little small on the keyboard. Also, but this has everything built in, just like the other one. All the different types of adapters. Built-in DVD-ROM drive. Not a burner. I don't know if they have the option of that. We'll have to check. 3.3 pounds, super small and compact, brilliant screen. $1,799 to $2,000.
I'd get it. I typed on it a little bit when you mentioned it to me. I mean,
I did too. I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
you get used to it. It's one of those things you have to do for a little while, and then you eventually get used to.
I mean, the thing is so. I mean, you know, what you get what you want. You know what I mean? That didn't even make any sense. But people know what I mean. You're buying an ultra portable.
Right. You're buying it for it's small for a reason.
Keyboard. Yes.
The next thing, the IBM ThinkPad X40.
Now, this is gorgeous.
Look at the keyboard on this. This has got a full-size keyboard, even though it's only about a half-inch bigger than the last one we saw. They really took the time and layout there and gave you a nice big keyboard. And the screen, the only thing about this is not a widescreen, so you have that same old-style 4:3
which is okay.
screen, which is okay.
I don't need to change from that.
I kind of like the widescreen, though. One thing we have to tell you about this, though, battery life. 7 hours on this one.
Wow.
Now, the reason this one didn't win...
7 hours with DVD playback?
That's not with DVD playback. It would be down a little further than that. No, the reason this one didn't win is that it doesn't have a built-in CD-ROM drive. It's super thin, but no CD-ROM. So,
dongle?
hold on. This is what you need for the CD-ROM drive. This extra add-on, which makes it as thick as like one of the big full-size ones.
I was going to say, that's not ultra-portable no more.
That's not ultra-portable anymore. But this is one of our lab reviews for the last 2 years. It's a great, solid notebook. It just didn't have the drive built in, which is what I was looking for.
Gotcha.
So the next one here is the JVC Mini Notebook PC. This one here, great performance. But that's kind of where it ends. Battery life was okay. It's ugly. Who wants something that says JVC on it? Not me.
Nope. And look at the back.
Take a look at the back. Take a look at this battery. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, bam! Look at that huge battery.
That's got some junk in the trunk. Look at that thing.
It's like you can tap that little battery.
Bam!
Just kidding. It's junk in the trunk. I just spanked a battery on TV.
I know, it's awesome.
It's 3.25 pounds.
Your parents watch the show?
Yes, they do.
So,
$23.99 to $26.99 is tested. The keyboard is so freaking tiny.
That's like a PDA.
Like the keyboard is huge.
It's for mashing. You just mash in the command tab.
That's how you type. That's how you type, just like that. We didn't really like that though. last one here, the Sharp. Now, one thing about this, it's the lightest. It's only 2 pounds.
Why don't I show this one? You're kind of hugging up against me.
You play. It's only 2 pounds. Think about this one, though.
This is really light, though.
Super lightweight. Only one problem. It uses the Transmeta processor, which
is not... Wait, that's supposed to have great battery life?
It's supposed to, but it doesn't.
Oh.
So poor battery life. It has the Transmeta processor, which means it's a little bit slower than your standard Intel processor.
Yeah.
$14.99 to $15.99. So our 2 picks are going to be the Fujitsu here and the Sony. So these are the ones we're talking about right here. We got the complete review, full by our lab guru, Lawson Wong. He has the full review at thescreensaver.com.
I hate Adam Sessler.
This game is horrendous.
Why does he get to spend every day with Morgan Webb?
Yeah!
X-Play, weeknights at 11, only on G4 Tech TV. If you don't get G4 Tech TV, contact your local cable provider.